pilots, and welcome back to Season 6 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. As always, my name is Phil. We've had Rebels versus Rebels, we've had Empire versus Empire recently, so we thought we'd mix it up and have Rebels versus Empire, just like the good George Lucas brought to us originally. And joining me to cheer on the opposite side to me, we have...
Rebels, it's James. Hello. I mean, I will be impartial in this commentary.
You will absolutely be impartial whilst there's Rebels on the table and characters from Star Wars Rebels. You can be impartial.
I'll try. I will say, I like Andy's list quite a lot. As well as like the characters that Scott has brought. Andy has got a very aggressive list. I mean, look how quickly the mail has zoomed across the battlefield already.
I mean,
that's a support ship doing that. What has Suntir done?
Probably a 2 forward just to keep back going. You know what? You did so well last game for Meal.
Yeah.
Like, you carry on. Show me how it is done.
I guess it makes sense as a strategy. Like, send the mail in to get the range to trigger Darth Vader, and then have Suntir take a good pot shot from the back.
Absolutely. And
never mind, Suntir has also gone aggressive.
I mean, yeah. You kind of want them both in there because between Suntir and Vermeil, they've got some good punch. And with the way Scott sets his ships up, he doesn't tend to split them up. So if you want to trigger no escape on Suntir, you kind of need to keep Vermeil in with him as well.
I think it's interesting that both players set up at the side of all of the rocks. Like, they both determined that, no, I've got a good joust, I'll go for it.
Which is interesting.
Neither of them seem to want to interfere with the rocks.
Yeah, because we added additional rocks to try and avoid joust. Obviously, we with the way you set
I think it
up,
works well because you only get situations like this where both players are kind of playing chicken with it. It's like, I think I've got the better joust. He'll have to either die in the joust or turn away.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, Scott's got a good punch there with Hera.
Scott also has a slight initiative advantage in that Vermeil is at 4.
Yeah. So if he can... I mean, I'm looking at it.
Well, Vader triggers at the start of engagement, so potentially some stuff there.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at Hera. There's a potential for 4 damage and 2 ion on Vermeil with a perfect roll. Get Fed in as well, and it would have to be a very good roll, but you could, in theory, take Vermeil down in 1 turn. It would be very tough. And it would have to go horribly for Andy. But I do think for them, taking Vermeil out is going to be key, because getting rid of Darth Vader.
Yes.
So, and he's only got the 1 of 8 dice. Suntir can be trickier with blank signature and 3 of 8s. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But Andy does have...
Get the ion onto Vermeil. Like, it's pretty easy to pick him off after that, because Hera can do the K turns. Ben has the rear gun as well, which I don't think we've seen much of in Flight Academy so far.
Not yet. But another thing that works actually really well for Scott here is that Apex Predator is useless, because that allows him to turn 1 to reroll 1. I believe it's reroll 1 if he has a higher initiative, and he's up against 2 I6s, so Apex Predator is...
Of course, yeah.
Useless here.
He's no longer the Apex, he's just a Predator.
Yeah, but we have got 2 shields down on Hera, so that is Vader and 1 from Suntir, so not bad.
I mean, what is it, a range 3 shot from Suntir? So that's
yeah, because he has the 2 dice, so... And that's not a great return shot. I believe that's going to be Hera.
That is a disappointing shot.
Considering the potential that he's having to spend that target lock, which is not what he wanted to do. So no
It's
double
not, but it's also, what the title lock is there for at the end of the day.
and that
Fix
shields
those bad
down.
rolls.
Yeah, shields down and a crit.
I know a lot of the time you go, I want to save the title lock for when I've got range 1, but I mean that's turned that into 3 hits. Or 2 hits on a crit. So
Yeah. Apex Predator, by the way, while you perform a primary attack, if the defender's initiative is lower than yours, you may reroll 1 attack die, and you get 2 charges on that.
But yeah, very good ability, but not going to trigger here.
No, unfortunately.
Also, a damage sensor array on Vermeil.
Not great. Not the worst, but not great.
I mean, it's better than a hull breach, is your first.
And another crit going through on Vermeil.
What's that going to be? I mean, there's some that could really shut him down. What we got? There's a direct hit. Oh no!
Oh, and that's gonna be quite a juicy, tempting target there for Deadeye shot later. But
he's taking a shot back. I assume into Hera as well.
Yeah, with Vermeil's ability, that's
good.
That shields down on Hera.
Okay.
So I mean, we expected Vermeil to take a lot of damage there.
I mean, what did you say? 5 damage?
5 damage there, yeah. So we
Hera
expected him to take a lot of damage. And Hera's
half.
half.
A fairly even exchange of damage, really.
Yeah.
But then you look at the crits that Vermeil took. And actually, with the direct hit, I guess technically Vermeil also took 4. He just took an extra 1 from the crit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see it being like, okay, well, they both jousted and they both thought they had the upper hand, and it actually ended up being kind of the same.
Yeah. I do feel that. I think Scott's got a little bit of the upper hand here at this point, but it's still too early to tell in the game.
Beans, in particular, have always been very good jousters as opposed to more low health ships like Suntir. But by putting Vermeil so far in front, he took all the hits instead of Suntir. So Suntir is still fine.
And the 4 shields, I mean, the shields that Rebels have compared to Empire is what makes them good for jousting. Because you've got 4 shields, it's like, well, I can take 4 hits before I have to worry about crits. It's actually really powerful. So, you might not have as many evades, but having those shields...
That's definitely the trade-off, isn't it? So I've only got 1 evade, but I've got more shields. Whereas Suntir's going, I've got no shields, but I've got plenty of green dice.
Ooh. Ooh.
Now, is that in the way?
That's dangerous, because...
I think you definitely use Hark there.
Yeah.
To grab a focus, because you know Scott's going past you, right?
I don't think Scott's going to go past that.
I reckon
he was going to go for 2s and 1s.
I think you take the token anyway.
Yeah,
right?
take it just
you've
in
got
case.
2 charges on him.
Plus, if Scott does bump into him, he can use that focus in defense.
Well, no,
I
think what Scott has done is he's gone, at least with Fenrel, far enough forward to use the rear gun. And Hera, I'm not really sure on Hera.
Hera has
just a bump.
No, I think Hera's done a 1 or a 2.
Maybe. I can't quite see the dial on here. Oh, try to do a red maneuver. So that might have been an attempt at a QK turn, maybe?
Yeah,
Thinking the male was going even further past, which is always a risky thing to try and guess the opponent's going to do.
Yeah, and again...
Oh, Fen just went 1 forward.
Fen just went 1 forward.
Slide him up. There's not enough room at the side of the board for a regular template, though, so we're using the range ruler to slide him.
I'm still a little bit surprised that Scott actually even tried to put the template down to see if it would slide past. It's like, well, there's no way a 1's definitely fitting there. 2 at possibly.
So, a very good position from Vermeil at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. In hindsight, didn't have to use Hark.
Again, he's got that focus for
defense. Yeah, I guess so. But you don't have it for offense. But it does mean that Suntir has fairly free reign to do what he wants.
I mean, does Andy go to bank in with Suntir, or does he disengage with Suntir and come back round behind?
I think he's gone aggressive to try and finish off Hera.
Yeah, there we go. There's the aggression. I
was thinking maybe he would go for a 3, but that would have been too fast. So
3 would have been too fast.
Distance there from Andy.
I like it because he can keep guns on.
Yeah.
A part of me feels depends on how they do against Vermeil. Taking the evade, okay.
I think that's sensible. It again encourages Scott to shoot at Vermeil rather than Suntir.
And plus, if Vermeil is still there at the end of this shooting, no escape is still live.
Yeah, remind me how that works.
So no escape while you perform a primary attack. If there are more friendly ships than other enemy ships at range 0 to 1 of the defender, you may reroll one of your blank results.
Oh, nice.
So in a one-on-one situation, the way that we read it, that triggers. So you basically, it has to be a 1-on-2. But yeah, I mean, I think that Scott's going to go into Vermeil here. Definitely, at least with Hera first. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's good for Andy. He's got Vader that he could use.
Yes.
Still got that focus.
If you're not using anyone this turn, use all your tokens in defense.
Yeah.
Then over to Fenrir with a focus and a hit. No, not a hit.
Deadeye shotting. Can you Deadeye shot?
Yeah, you can remove a hit.
Oh yeah, because you're spending it. You're not modifying it, are you? And it was a weapons failure. So he didn't pull the direct hit out. He pulled the weapons failure
that's true, yeah, if you know the direct hit's down there, yeah.
Worth it, but hasn't done anything additional, just meant that his gun's a bit more useful.
No, but knowing that the direct hit is one of the face down cards, that I thought was pretty mean.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've got Suntir.
Yeah, because at first I was confused, like, really? You're using this thing? You're getting rid of all of your damage? But no, he's fishing for the direct hit, which I like. I like that choice. I don't want to play the game normally. I want to try my luck.
I mean, playing Sabak and it didn't quite pan out there. But was that range 1? I can...
Oh, it must be.
It is. He's got 4 dice. It's range 1 into Hera. It's not great, but he's got no escape. Oh, that's actually really, really good. So, oh no, he doesn't have the focus.
No, he took the evade.
He took the evade.
Oh, it says what, 2 hits?
2 hits, and only 1
and Hera gets the evade.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Still some damage, but it could have been... It could have put Hera on 1 health.
Yeah.
But I can understand completely that Andy wanted the evade token instead.
Yeah, that you had that extra security in there with that.
Andy did no damage then.
He took no damage, and Hera is half pointed, so at the moment it is an even game. So we'll have to see. Vermeil's not in a great position. It's going to be too hard.
Look at the bank fits, because that's where he was last time.
True, yeah, the bank does fit, so we know that. So, but he can't aileron because he is stressed.
And now he's facing the wrong way.
True, and if we see fast moves from those 2 rebels, I would be very shocked. I anticipate 1s and 2s for those rebels to keep it on Vermeil.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Especially considering Hera is stressed and doesn't have the best blues. I mean, they're not the Well, they're kind of common blues. It's like straights and the one bangs.
Yeah. And Suntir being stressed, he's not going to be able to shoot unless he bumps.
So yeah, I think you're right. Scott just goes one forward with both of his rebels and takes good shots into Vermeil, whilst Suntir probably goes past them and tries to turn around next time.
Yeah. That seems the best tactic. Yeah, there's the one forward there. So I think from Suntir we're probably going to see either the 2 hard or the 2 back. I mean, he's got the 1 hard, which is white, but that's not going to help anyone. So I think we're going to see a 2 bank or 2 hard.
I think a 2 bank is well, I don't know actually. The 2 hard would give position to maybe get away from Fenrir's rear arc just on the off chance that happens.
I mean, he could 2 hard then boost round, trying to get a bit more distance.
I think that is.
Yeah, there we go.
Or at least going the 2 sharp. I don't know if. I mean,
for me, I would boost round now.
Yeah, I would.
And then probably next
because if Hera shoots and does kill Vermeil, currently Fenrir, I think, has a rear arc shot, and it's just playing safe, which is what Suntir always wants to do.
Yeah, and at this point, I sort of think might not even need to set the controls next turn, but a 2 hard next turn and round with a boost. Possibly sensitive controls, barrel roll towards Scott, 2 hard, boost round. It's likely that would get arc on Hera or Fen. Oh, is that just the crit there, I think?
I think they're both eyes.
Oh, they are both eyes. He's doing...
Those are hits. Spend the focus for 4 hits.
Yeah, Dice Cam unfortunately died at this point. I know, in the middle of swapping it over, but
we know that Vermeil only has 1 agility anyway, and that was 4 hits, so that's 3 health no matter what Vermeil rolled.
Yeah, and that is Vermeil down, so that does give advantage. But yeah, great boost there from Andy, keeping Suntir alive. Andy, he really needs to take Hera out, basically, to tie this game up.
I don't think Suntir repositions in the system phase. Or he's not doing the barrel roll. Okay,
so two hard round. Oh, that's scary with that option.
Yeah, I can sort of see, because then you can
barrel roll.
Yeah, I think I would have just done none of that and just moved and boosted.
Or maybe 2 hard and barrel rolled up the board might have been good, because it all depends. Hera's now in a nice position to do the K turn if she wants, or just to turn in.
I think they both just do a sharp turn, really. I don't think there's any need for anything too fancy. It's just fly casual.
Yeah, pretty much just fly casual. They're older codes, but they work.
An old prototype, but it apparently works.
Yeah. Still haven't seen passive sensors trigger, which I'm surprised about.
I mean, it's been pretty easy to get the locks on Vermeil anyway. We might see it in an attempt to catch Suntir, but I think for the most part you just take a focus and go, have I got a shot on Suntir? Great, I'll take it.
Yeah. Switching over the S-Foes again, which, you know, I never remember what the difference with the S-Foes is. I always leave it in the double tap formation.
So, before you activate, if you're not critically damaged, you may flip this card, and you can, whilst that side is active, you can barrel roll into a evade reload that's red.
Right.
When they are open, as you perform an attack, you can spend your lock on the defender to perform a bonus cannon attack against that ship using a cannon upgrade you have not attacked with this turn. Before you activate, if you are not critically damaged, you may flip this card.
There we go. There's the barrel roll evade there.
And that side lets you barrel roll and red target lock as a linked action. I quite like the idea that if you're critically damaged, you can't change your wing position. Actually, I hadn't noticed that on that before.
It makes a lot of sense.
I feel like that should be on more cards.
Yeah, I would be very shocked if we don't see a barrel roll here to try and get out of Hera's arc.
Oh yeah, in this case. I was going to say, if Andy has initiative, take the shot and then use the ability to barrel roll, but on this occasion, since he was moving and shooting second, which is not what Cynthia wants.
No, but he's got himself in a nice position, so he's got a blank out from
Fen.
So this is going to go into Hera.
Yeah, Hera has no shot.
Yeah, no tokens, so no point stressing out. Just the one.
Yeah.
And he's got the evade, so...
As hit as he's been in this game, Cynthia has just not quite been there with the damage.
No, his dice haven't been particularly great, unfortunately.
Maybe Andy has been a bit too careful by earlier not taking the focus. But also, it's Cynthia. You go, well, I want him alive. I'll take the evade. I get it.
It is very tricky. He's going first, and he's trying to see if he can get that. I
don't think he was anticipating having initiative this turn. That was a bit of a gamble, and I don't think that's going to pay off.
Yeah, he was hoping to see Scott shift move first.
I don't think Scott is going to anticipate him being there, so probably not going to be in the best position to take shots.
No, but
that's okay. So Hera has no shot.
Yeah.
Benrao might end up with a rear gun shot, which might be able to do the 3 damage.
I mean,
I doubt it. Might be able to get half points. Which would...
At this point, the win is going to Scott. Regardless, he's got that kill on Vermeil, so Scott has the win. Is as to whether he's able to somehow, if he takes that,
if Benrao does go past Cynthia, have a range 1 shot out the back, which is 3 dice, and Cynthia just blanks.
Yeah.
That could be a complete win for Scott rather than just some points.
That would be very impressive. I mean, the Shoothapede is known to be, especially with AP5, it's known in our local meta as a bit of the assassin droid, because it just somehow does really well.
You look at the whole list and you go, okay, that's a threat. Oh, AP5's here, sure, why not? And then he starts getting some damage and you go, this guy's annoying, hang on.
Yeah. He's also not worth many points, and it's I could take him out.
What, 2 or 3?
Yeah, he's very low point. He's also I1 and GP. Yeah.
He's good at coordinating.
It's quite a common thing for droids and protocol droids to have coordinate mechanics.
I think it's a fitting mechanic for them.
Yeah.
Because they are quite a big part of Star Wars in general. And I think it's quite nice that they found a place for them in the game.
Oh, that is 3 hits.
That's a good hit. No, not
there's
quite
the 1 evade, so it is half points on Spoon's here, but not quite enough. Oh, what a game.
A strong joust there from Scott. Andy.
Yeah.
I mean, he had some good turns. That turn where Vermeil got the double bump and took no damage was great. Didn't quite get the damage through afterwards.
Yeah, for a focus rather than an evade, that could have been Hera. That would have been Hera gone at that point. So yeah, it is a bit of a shame. But I mean, Scott has now got his first win on the board, so that is going to be very good for Scott. Unfortunate for Andy. Again, those red dice of Soontir. Vermeil is showing why he's so powerful, and Soontir needs to catch up a little bit, unfortunately. But that was a really good game, James. I hope you enjoyed seeing those darn Rebel scum winning.
I very much did. Thank you.
And guys, again, thank you all so much for watching. Plenty more videos coming your way, so don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.